Welcome back, everyone. We're doing the second episode of Big Bang Theory today. Well, I guess it's the same day because I'm wearing the same shirt. But we're definitely doing the second episode of Big Bang Theory. Yes, last time we watched the pilot episode.
Yeah.
So check that out to see Rohit's first time watching Big Bang Theory. He's seen snippets here and there because I watched it so often.
They know.
Yeah.
We talked about this first episode.
Well, newcomers anyway.
Newcomers on the second episode.
On the second episode. Long story short, it's his first time review or reaction of like the second episode.
Right.
It's been a while that I've seen the first season. Like it's been a while. Usually I watched it from the older seasons. So you'll see a reaction and then we'll give our thoughts, comments, and you let us know as well. So let's get started.
Well, bam. I'm gonna make sure this time though.
No subtitles.
Why not?
Because then you read too fast, and then you know the joke won't flow as You'll see the joke before they say it. Because I watched it with subtitles, and I realized that I like it better without subtitles.
Here you go. Pad thai, no peanut.
Does it have peanut oil?
I'm not sure. Everyone keep an eye on Howard in case he starts to swell up. I'll get it.
Do I look puffy? I feel puffy.
Hey, Leonard.
Oh, hi, Penny.
Am I interrupting?
No. So you're coming home from work. That's great. How was work?
Well, it's a cheesecake factory. People order cheesecake, and I bring it to them. Anyways, I was wondering if you could help me out with something. Okay, great. I'm having some furniture delivered tomorrow, and I may not be here, so... Oh.
Ty очень красивая девушка.
I'm sorry?
Haven't you ever been told how beautiful you are in flawless Russian?
Hey, Sheldon.
Hi.
Hey, Raj. Still not talking to me, huh?
There's gonna be some furniture delivered?
Yeah. If it gets here and I'm not here tomorrow, could you just sign for it and have them put them in my apartment?
Yeah, no problem.
Great. Here's my spare key. Thank you.
Penny, wait.
Yeah. Marathon? Wow, how many Superman movies are there?
You're kidding, right?
Do you like the one where Lois Lane falls from the helicopter and Superman swooshes down and catches her? Which one was that?
One. You realize that scene was rife with scientific inaccuracy.
Yes, I know men can't fly.
No, let's assume that they can. Lois Lane is falling, accelerating at an initial rate of 32 feet per second. Superman swoops down to save her. Miss Lane, who is now traveling at approximately 120 miles an hour, hits them and is immediately sliced into 3 equal pieces.
Unless Superman matches her speed and decelerates.
In what space, sir? In what space? She's frankly, if he really loved her, he'd let her hit the pavement. It'd be a more merciful death.
And you don't have a problem with that? How does he fly at night?
A combination of the moon's solar reflection and the energy storage capacity of Kryptonian skin cells.
I'm not gonna lie. I've had debates like this before.
But that makes sense.
I'm not gonna lie.
Accepted.
Yeah, I've had these moments.
He brings a good point about Superman catching her and then her slicing.
Well, if we want to get real nerdy with it, there's a counter for that. But we'll get to it later.
We'll get to it later.
Just remember, just put it in your head. Write it down. See, this is why we need notes.
I gotta know now.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, wait a minute. It all started with the Big Bang Bang.
Okay. Her apartment's on the 4th floor, but the elevator's broken, so you're just gonna be done? Okay, cool, thanks.
I hardly think so.
Why not?
Well, we don't have a dolly or lifting belts or any measurable upper body strength.
We are the intellectual descendants of Archimedes. Give me a fulcrum and a lever and I can move the earth. It's just a matter... I don't have this. I do not have this!
Archimedes would be so proud. Easy.
That's a TV, right?
No, furniture.
Oh, it's furniture? Okay.
Yeah. It's durable.
Because I was like, that's done. That was it. It's over now.
See, it's moving. This is easy. It's all in the math.
What's your formula for the corner?
What? Okay, yeah, no problem. Just come up here, help me pull and turn.
Ah, Gravity, thou art a heartless bitch.
That's a good line. I do like that one.
No way increase the odds of you having sexual
Every time
congress
you
with
fall.
this woman.
Gravity, you are. Wait, what would you say? I messed it up.
Yeah, me too.
Heartless bitch, though. That's what I got.
Watch your fingers. Yeah. I've got my fingers. Great, Caesar's ghost. Look at this place.
That's how your
So
house
Penny's
looks
a
like.
little messy.
A little
So
messy.
messy.
And that's me.
Explain to me an organizational system where a tray of flatware on a couch is valid.
It's a little bit of mess. Come on, it's all right. Although she's got food out, that I wouldn't have. I wouldn't
That's
have
true.
that. I can be messy, but not
Gross.
unhygienic.
Hygienic.
Yeah, I can't be unhygienic. Like I can't have food out.
Critters.
Hard as it may be for
Yeah.
you to believe,
I'll
most
be
people
like,
don't
I gotta
sort their
clean that
breakfast
up. But if,
cereal
like, clothes
numerically
are
by
around, like-
fiber content.
You have it around too.
Dude.
Come on, we should go.
Hang on.
What are you doing?
I'm straightening up.
I clean it up.
Sheldon, this is not your home.
No, this is not anyone's home. This is a swirling vortex of entropy.
Oh, hey, Penny, this just arrived. We just brought this up. Just now.
Great. Was it hard getting up the stairs?
No.
No?
No.
Yeah, he's OCD for sure.
I just want you to know that you don't have to live like this.
I want one.
Want a lightsaber?
Give me a lightsaber.
They're pricey, man. Proper ones. We'll get one, yeah. Whose lightsaber though? Or would you want like an original one made for you?
An orange one.
Okay.
Sheldon! Penny's sleeping. What you would say? You can't just break into a woman's apartment in the middle of the night and clean.
I couldn't sleep knowing that just outside my bedroom was our living room, and just outside our living room was that hallway, and immediately adjacent to that hallway was this. You might want to speak in a lower register. Evolution has made women sensitive to high-pitched noises while they sleep so that they'll be roused by a crying baby. If you want to avoid waking her, speak in a lower register.
I don't know if that's true.
I don't know.
No. That's ridiculous.
Fine.
I'm not leaving until I'm done. If you have time to lean, you have time to clean.
I won't start telling you that.
Nope.
Oh, what the hell?
I have to say, I slept splendidly.
I'm not surprised. A well-known folk cure for insomnia is to break into your neighbor's apartment and clean.
Sarcasm?
You think?
You want some cereal? I feel so good today, I'm gonna choose from the low-fiber end of the shelf. Hello, Honey Puffs.
Honey Puffs.
Penny's up.
Oh boy.
Geeky bastards!
This is gonna be bad.
Goodbye, Honey Puffs. Hello, Big Bran.
You came into my apartment last night while I was sleeping? Give me back my key.
I'm very, very sorry.
Do you understand how creepy this is?
Oh, yes, we discussed it at length last night. No, Penny, I think what you're feeling is perfectly valid, and maybe a little bit later today when you're feeling a little less, for lack of a better word, violated, maybe we could talk about this some more.
Stay away from me.
Sure, that's another way to go. You were going to march yourself over there right now and apologize.
That's what I'm gonna do to you if you ever say anything serious to me.
Sarcasm?
And just leave.
No.
Boy, you are all over the place this morning. I am truly sorry for what happened last night. I take full responsibility. And I hope that it won't color your opinion of Leonard, who is not only a wonderful guy, but also, I hear, a gentle and thorough lover.
He's so nice right now. I don't understand. He becomes a complete
I
dick
did
or
what I
something.
could.
What happened? I mean, yeah, what he said was not the best thing to say, but
Hey, listen. I don't know if you heard about what happened last night with Leonard and Sheldon, but I'm really upset about it. I mean, they let themselves into my place.
Why, she does smell good. What is that? Vanilla?
What was I saying?
She's so chatty. Maybe my parents are right. Maybe I'd be better off with an Indian girl.
Doesn't mean I should just assume Leonard and Sheldon are. Right?
She asked me a question. I should probably nod.
That's exactly what I thought. Thank you.
Uh-oh. Turn your pelvis.
Oh, I want DDR. I forgot about DDR.
that still exists, right? Yeah,
Yeah, it does.
we'll set one up.
Yeah.
Fine, you win.
What's his problem?
His imaginary girlfriend broke up with him.
Hello. Sorry I'm late, but I was in the hallway chatting up Penny. What did she say? Is she still mad at me? Well, she was upset at first, but probably because her sister shot somebody. Then there was something about you, and then she hugged me.
Hugged you? How'd she hug you? Is that her perfume I smell?
Intoxicating, isn't it?
Hi.
Oh, here's the thing. Penny. Just as Oppenheimer came to regret his contributions to the first atomic bomb, so too I regret my participation in what was, at the very least, an error in judgment.
I know. I am a nerd.
Leonard.
Yeah?
We're okay.
You got a kiss.
Raj got a hug.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up on a farm, okay? I rebuilt a tractor engine when I was like 12. I think I can put together a cheap Swedish media center.
No, please, we insist. It's the least we can do, considering.
But considering what? How great this place looks?
It does look great.
It is an inefficient design. For example, Penny has a flat screen TV, which means all the space behind it is wasted.
We could put our stereo back there.
And control it how?
Run an infrared repeater. Photoshop.
Okay, that's pretty cool. There we had the super nerdy friends who could do all that.
That's true.
Guys, I got this.
Yeah, hang on, Penny.
Guys, this is actually really simple.
Hold on, honey. Men at work.
Guys, it's hot in here. I think I'll just take off all my clothes.
Big heat sink. Perfect. Leonard, why don't you and Sheldon go down to the junkyard and pick up about 6 square meters of scrap aluminum, Raj, and I'll run down to my lab and get the oxyacetylene torch.
Meet back here in an hour?
I want to see what they would do.
Right?
Okay, this place does look pretty good.
No, she shouldn't do it. Oh, she shouldn't make the table. Whatever that is. I want to see what that would be cool.
That would have been
If we have like if you have friends who can like plan all that.
Yeah. And just, you know what, they'll trick out your little setup, your TV setup.
Yeah.
How was the second episode? What do you think so far?
I like it. I mean, I think we got to see more about Raj, because Raj was just quiet, so you can kind of get like a little bit more of the insight. So he's like an immigrant, definitely. I understood what he was singing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was just
I was
saying
gonna ask that.
it was just saying go to sleep,
Aw.
I think son or like a baby, something like that. Go to sleep, baby, or go to sleep, son, type of deal.
Can you sing like that?
No,
Come on.
I'm good.
You gotta sing to me.
I'm okay. What else? I will really want to see if they show what they do with the table, because that would be pretty interesting.
They probably don't know.
The lady who discovered radium, I don't think I know about that one.
Madame Curie, yeah.
I'm curious. I don't know about that one, so I might look that up.
Yeah, she unfortunately, because she died because she didn't know what it was, because she discovered it, and yeah.
Yeah, that's like the worst way to go, isn't it?
Oh,
You
so
discover
horrible.
something, but that kills you. Shoot.
Oh.
That's rough. Yeah. I mean, it was definitely. What do you think if someone broke into your room, or like into your apartment, but it's like your friend that you gave a key to, and then well, I don't know how much friends they are, but like if enough to give you a key.
Yeah,
And then
that's true.
Your neighbor came in at night and just cleaned up the place. Like I don't know what to think about it, because yeah, it's an invasion of privacy, but also that room was a mess.
Yeah.
But also,
I think for me, like I'll be okay with it. I'm a cleanly person. I love to clean. If something's not clean and somebody comes in like a cleaning elf and just magically makes it all disappear, and I wake up and I'm like, everything's shiny and pretty, I'd be so happy.
right.
In terms of privacy, I feel like I'm an open person. For me, you're more of a private person, but I'm open, so I'm like, yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, I think for me it would really just be that I wouldn't be able to stay asleep.
Oh yeah.
I'm also a very light sleeper, so I would wake up pretty quickly if someone was in the house or in the room or whatever.
That's true.
So there's that too, and
they probably would get shot.
Yeah.
It's Texas.
and I don't know. I don't like the. I also don't like. I don't know. I guess I'm not okay with like someone watching me sleep, but you get to look at the room clean, so I'm just like.
It's like, yeah.
Well, okay. If it was like this situation where we got a room, but it's also a house, if this room could just be locked, but the person cleans up everything, I'd be okay with it.
That's true.
That wouldn't be a problem. Yeah, but overall, I like the episode. I like them all. When did you? So you watched all of this, right, from the beginning to the end?
Yeah.
Okay. When did you started having like? When did you started liking specific characters? I guess like more. When did you feel like now you could start having like favorites or something?
I think it's like because it's a it's a sitcom, so a lot of it is just all funny. I think it's like the moments where like the writers dropped in like a couple of the serious moments. That's whenever you kind of show more of their character, like more the depth of the character. Like they're not just the silly, like nerdy guys. There's more to it. So like in this episode, all we know is like you said, for Raj, he just can't talk to girls, and but we can hear his thoughts, so that kind of gives us more of like what's he's thinking. Howard, you saw like a little glimpse of like Howard and Raj's relationship as close.
that is a lot. That's a lot more than a bromance. That's a lot of things right there. Because it was so. I think what made it even like more funny for me is just like it was so slow. He was just like slowly embraced him, and I was just like, okay, now it's even more awkward because it was just fast. It was, like you can be like it's a joke, but he really went there. So that was funny. I liked it.
Do you have a bro that you're that close to?
Friends that I.
You can just go up and just hug him like
that slow.
Embrace them.
I think so. I think for me it's more about. I don't think I have friends that I would be like that close to, because I just don't spend enough time. I think like those two spend a lot of time together. I mean, these four seem like they like constantly hang out. So
yeah,
that's kind of what's showcasing. Yeah, so I like that. Okay, I'm gonna talk about the Superman thing.
Oh yeah,
yes, the Superman thing.
Superman thing.
So, Sheldon is right and wrong. Sheldon is right at the point of that he gets Superman stores his his solar power through in his cells.
Yeah.
So even if it's nighttime, he can still
Yes.
he can still utilize superpowers. And also, sun does reflect from off the moon, so allowing you some more photons to come in through. So he's right about that. The two things, I mean, it depends. One thing, it's not that he's right or wrong. It's more depends on the iteration. But Superman jumping because of strength was way back in the day, like in the early 40s, 50s, and 60s, when this is before pre-crisis Superman. This is when Superman was first introduced. It was a classic line of faster than a speeding bullet, stronger than locomotives, leaps a building in a single bound. That's when Superman's power scale was back in the day, where he was super powerful, but he couldn't fly. He could jump really high, and he could lift things, and he was fast and all that stuff. And then eventually his power started growing over the time as more and more comic book writers and artists made more stories with him. And eventually it got to the point where he was insanely strong. This pre-crisis Superman was crazy. And then after that, they basically had to figure out how to make him weak enough for there to be actual conflict, because he was so powerful. Like, he could literally make little Superman in his hands, and those little Superman, I'm not joking, and those Supermans had the same power as the Superman, and they could fight, and he could literally give himself powers. He could just give himself power. There were so many things he could do, and he was just crazy strong. So they had to, you start losing storytelling when you have someone who can just do anything.
Yeah.
Unless you make a parody like One Punch Man or something like that.
Yeah.
Or Psyche, like there's a comedy show. So
Didn't he at some point fire backwards and
that's the movie.
That's the movie.
That's the movie they're talking about. Well, so yeah, it's pretty wild powers, but so if you're talking about the early Superman who could leap things, leap in a single bound, that's true. The one thing that he definitely isn't correct about, I mean, I don't know if, this is going very technical, because if you're talking about Superman movie 1, back then, I don't know if they had enough of details on Superman's powers to showcase why he could do certain things, because flying back around the Earth, it does not turn the Earth around. It makes time go back. That doesn't happen. That's not.
Do we know?
That's not you already have something like Superman existing in this world, but the idea of just the fact of you just spinning would not be enough for the time to turn back. You could maybe go back in time if you were really fast, like how Flash does it and stuff. So I don't know if he's referencing the old time of in the 70s when Superman movie came out and then referencing the powers. But now, if we were to go by now, or even 10 years ago, 15 years ago, whenever this show came out, Superman has something called tactile telekinesis, or tactile telekinesis, something like that. Basically, it's a field, just a little bit over his skin, so just enough for over his suit, and essentially it gives him this field of invulnerability, and that's the reason why his clothes don't get messed up when he wears a costume. But it also extends outwards, so if he picks up something, usually in real life, in physics, if you, let's just say, picked up a massive boulder, if you just had super strength and you picked up this massive boulder, what would happen is eventually the weight of the boulder would break on top of you and you would go through it. You wouldn't be able to lift the entire thing. So when Superman for example holds a plane up, the thing is, it's basically imagine this is a plane and imagine Superman is this big. So if he's lifting this up, right, in terms of weight, all of this weight would start breaking through. Even if he's fine, he would just cut through.
It's it's a little sharp point.
Yeah, exactly. There's too much. Yeah. So the way they kind of fix that in terms of the power sense is that this field that he has when he grabs something, it's a telekinetic field that spreads out from whatever he's grabbing, allowing the thing to remain solid and whole and not break or mess up. So that's why he can save people as they're falling without having to maneuver and make sure that they can kind of they can match the speed.
Yeah.
He can usually protect a lot of people really fast because he has this field that extends out, where subconsciously, I think, where the moment he grabs something, it's also kind of stable. So that's kind of the reason. So he could grab Lois Lane without like breaking through.
Yeah.
So that's another. There you go.
Wow.
Dropped it.
And all these like writers, they have to come up with that as people start questioning more. Like that's not real.
Yeah,
that's not possible.
that's the thing about
like,
it. It's
well,
like you
here's the
start
reason.
writing yourself into a corner especially with someone like Superman, because he's just so strong.
Mhm.
So, but
That's
that
true.
was my little nerdy drop right there for you.
That's Superman. Now you
Yeah.
gotta do a video about Superman. That's a lot of information.
Superman's not my favorite character. I don't really.
Batman. Or
I like Batman, John Constantine, Daredevil. I like a lot of Ghost Rider. Those are my favorite ones. I like Superman though. He's cool. Other than that, anything
but
else?
going back to, the Big Bang Theory TV, the Big Bang TVBT. Yeah, I mean, honestly, for me personally, I think compared to the pilot, I think the second episode is better than the pilot.
I agree.
I
find it way better.
Like the jokes were a little bit better. They were a little bit more similar to what you see later on in the series.
Yeah.
So.
I think they figured out, or they were starting to figure out, I guess, how the characters the dynamic of them, how it really works.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the first episode they kind of had an idea, but I don't think they fully figured out like how we want these characters to be like. And I think the second episode really shows like this, like they have no like Sheldon has no boundaries if he thinks he's right, and Leonard is kind of like the sidekick who can't like help but be pulled into the mess. But then Penny gets obviously offended by this in breach of privacy, but then realizes that these guys don't even realize that they're doing it.
Yeah.
So it starts showing the dynamic that I've seen a few times in certain clips of like. I see where it's building.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about it that's very interesting to me is like Sheldon still seems like much nicer than what I have seen in certain clips later, because some of the stuff what I've heard him say, and I don't even know the episodes. That's the thing. I don't even know the episodes.
That's okay.
I just remember the snippets of scenes where he would just be a dick, and I'm like, dang, this guy's just a dick. But here he just I'm like, this is kind of like the awkward like complete like reversal, where usually someone starts off as a dick and becomes good. This seems the opposite to me. Like he starts like, yeah, he's got like sarcasm and bantering and stuff like that. But like when he apologized to Penny, and even like complimented Leonard. Yeah, he complimented in a over the top way, but he still complimented him. And
That's
I was
true.
like,
That's true.
I was like, that's not a I don't know. I don't see it as a bad thing. So I'm wondering what happens.
Yeah, that's actually a good point, because now, I never noticed that. To me, I thought maybe he came out of his shell more, but I don't. Now that
It could be that the parts where I saw it on those episodes, those scenes, he was just being a dick for that moment. He might have been better later on in the episode. I just didn't watch it, so.
Yeah. Plus, when people get comfortable with with their friends, they become more and more dickish.
Yeah, I think that might be it too. Like they're being nice in front of Penny, and then they start showing who they're really. Little by little, you're starting to see it.
The asshole within.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Yeah.
But yeah, so again, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Rohit, thanks so much for watching this second episode.
Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm enjoying it. It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah. So we'll definitely do another episode later on. So keep an eye for that.
For sure.
And yeah, we have other reaction videos that he's done. So check those out too.
Yeah, there's gonna be quite a few reaction videos that I'm gonna be working on, and I'm gonna be basically posting them here and there. I'm gonna have full video reactions, which essentially will not be any clips, but it will just be a timer to show when the show starts, so you can see the full episode. But I'm not sure if I want to post them on the channel, because it'll just be too much content, or I'll just save it for later. But definitely the smaller reactions with the clips, yeah, those will come out. But yeah, we got Rings of Power, we got Big Bang Theory, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm having a good time. I'm liking it.
Yeah.
I'm liking it. All right.
We'll see you guys next
Close
time.
it off. Close it off.
Oh,
You said it right.
I'll see you guys next time.
I was saying close it off, but then you already said see you next time, and I'm like, all right.
Okay, have a great one, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.